Hi guys, so today we're going to learn about how to understand the power dynamics of an online meeting. So we're used to kind of going into in-person meetings and seeing how people sit, how their body language is, how they kind of look at each other, and that helps our brains understand kind of who's really the person with influence in this meeting. But now with all of the online meetings, it's a little bit harder for us to decipher these power dynamics and to understand if I want to get something done at work, if I want to raise funding, if I want to accomplish my goal at work, who do I actually need to go to? Who do I need to go to for their opinion, for their influence, etc. So this kind of trick that I'm about to present to you, this tool, will really help you understand who actually is the influencer in this meeting, especially in a group of people that you might have not met all these people before previously. You might not have met them before in the real world. So we're gonna learn this technique, and it's actually really quick. And once you know it, it's actually really easy to use. And it'll help you really understand kind of who's the person with the power in the meeting and who you kind of need to talk to get stuff done. So we're gonna actually play a clip from one of my favorite shows, Silicon Valley, in which there's a meeting in which the character of Richard is trying to get investment for his startup, and he is meeting with an investor called Peter Gregory, who is trying to decipher if Richard's startup is a good startup to invest in. Peter Gregory is there with his assistant Monica, and then Richard comes in with his other investor, I guess is what we would call him, Ehrlich. It's actually the guy who Richard is living in his house, and he owns a small part of Richard's startup, but isn't really part of the company necessarily. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch this short clip, and while you watch the clip, we're gonna do this together. Look at who is being talked to, not who's doing the talking, because a lot of times our brains focus on the people that are doing the talking. But the thing is that the people who are doing the talking are not necessarily the people who have the influence, who have the power in this meeting. A lot of times people who talk a lot in meetings are more the people that are striving for power in the meeting. So you're actually going to see this in this clip. And so as you watch this, maybe make a little list of Richard, Monica, Peter Gregory, and Ehrlich are the characters. You can just name them by their shirt colors if you haven't seen the show. And then, so list these characters out, and then make a little check when somebody is being talked to. All right? Okay, so we'll do this together, and then we'll come back and compare notes.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
We have a lot to do, so let's get started.
Sounds great. Me? Okay. Well, we're just really excited to get going, Mr. Gregory.
Yes. Who's we?
Myself, him, the guys back at the house.
Guys? What guys? Who is this?
Ehrlich Bachman. I'm an entrepreneur, much like yourself. Richard actually developed Pied Piper while residing in my incubator, so as per our agreement, I own 10% of the company.
I'm paying you $200,000 for 5%, yet you're giving this man twice that in exchange for a futon and some sandwiches?
Actually, sir, my tenants provide their own food and...
What other percentages have you apportioned? Can I see your cap table, investment deck, business plan, or any other relevant paperwork you may have prepared?
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off there. This is what I have. Not sure if you guys kind of got the same thing here, but essentially the conversation is just happening between Richard and Peter, and Ehrlich tries to step in and he talks quite a bit, and it kind of looks like he is trying to gain power there, but no one actually talks to him. No one asks for anything from him. No one asks his opinion. And this kind of really illustrates what you can do to kind of identify the power dynamics in an online meeting is to see really who is being asked for their opinion, who is being talked to. And in this case, it's really only Peter and Richard. They're just kind of talking to each other, even though Ehrlich tries to butt in and talk about himself and his own involvement in the company. No one actually talks to him. So I think this is a very easy clip to kind of do this exercise on. I'm sure a lot of you have have larger, kind of more complex meeting structures in which you have maybe a lot of people that are kind of talking, and a lot of people that you might not know. And it can be useful to, during this meeting even, kind of jot down the notes of the people who are being talked to. And what you can do is you can also kind of create a little bit of a map. So you can go ahead and create like a little bit of a map and show who is being talked to and who's doing the talking. And the people that have a lot of arrows pointing to them will be the person in the meeting that's really the influencer and the person that is going to be making the decisions. And it's kind of the person that you want to maybe focus on if this is a stakeholder that you need to have buy-in from in a goal or a project at work. So I hope that this is helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the exercise. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I will be back next week with another video. Make sure to subscribe if you like these videos. All right, bye guys.